like the video.
The Talk Tua podcast, hosted by Haley Welch, aka the Hawk Tua girl, has technically been gone since December, so we're talking like 4 months now. She has not uploaded a single episode. I thought that the show was over. Nobody was happier than me. But then the funniest thing happened. 2 months ago, in early February, an episode of the Talk Tua podcast was uploaded and then immediately deleted. Haley. Despite this being the #1 Hawk Tua hater that I am, I found a re-upload of that deleted show and reacted to it immediately live. Here is that live show, chopped up and condensed for your listening pleasure. Enjoy. Derapy. Young lady on the streets of Nashville, very drunk, and some street reporter, not like a real reporter, some dude that does street interviews, pops in and is like, yo, what's a move that'll make a man go crazy in bed? Our blonde little friend over here says, oh, you gotta give him that Hawk Tua, spit on that thing, you get me? For some reason, people thought that was the funniest shit of all time. And now, she's like relatively famous, okay? So we're gonna fast forward the hell out of this, right? She blows up for no reason off of one vid, off of one meme. She gets her own podcast, which personally offends me. I took it personally, okay? I have been doing a podcast for going on 4 years now. She makes one little clip and just pops off, okay? So I'm hot. I'm mad, okay? 9, 10, 11, I don't know, a dozen episodes in, she immediately decides to run a crypto scam. Why? Now, I've watched like 1 minute of what we are about to watch today. FaZe Banks, of all people, is coming to the rescue of this little girl who is the face of a crypto scam. And I'm here to tell you right now, we aren't letting her get away with it. There is like a 3% chance that what is said in this video we're about to watch is gonna change my opinion on this little girl and what she did with this fucking Hawk Tua meme coin, okay? The Hawk Tua girl, like weeks ago, like it feels like it's been months at this point, after getting called out in this clear and obvious pump and dump crypto scheme. I don't know enough about crypto to know exactly how people got scammed. All I know is she tells people to invest in this shit. They invest in it and they all lost their money. She gets confronted by highly esteemed internet YouTube journalist CoffeeZilla in a Twitter space, and he's going at her. He's going at the crypto team. And then she's just like, well, I was just trying to have fun. I don't really know anything about nothing. I don't know shit about fun. Good night, y'all. I'll see y'all in a little bit. I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. It's been like a month. Okay? And this is how she comes back. But wait, it gets worse, right? So she drops this episode with FaZe Banks, and then it gets immediately deleted. But the internet is forever, okay? And I don't care if it was up there for 5 minutes. Somebody has already re-uploaded it, and we are watching it together today, because we are not letting this shit slide.
Hello guys, I'm back with another episode of Talk Tua, and I'm here with Banks.
There he is.
How's it going?
It's going good. Life's crazy right now. I don't know. I say no to every single fucking podcast. Ongoing joke on Impulsive that I stood them up 4 or 5.
First of all, FaZe Banks acting like it's just an absolute blessing that he even showed up for this, bro. Like, who's talking about FaZe Banks in the year of our Lord 2025, bro?
This isn't necessarily my thing, but you're in an interesting position right now, and I feel like it's my duty to come on here and talk to you.
You're in an interesting position right now? Yeah, that's one way to put it. An interesting position is having a flat tire. An interesting position is like having issues that you need to address in your relationship and trying to find the right time to address them. That's an interesting situation. She's a fraud! She scammed people!
you seem like a sweet enough girl, and I feel like I know more or less what happened with you. We're gonna get into all that. I brought a couple crypto nerds with me. We're gonna sit down and talk. And,
Teach me.
yeah. Yeah, no, I feel good. How do you feel?
I don't know. I'm still a little shook up about it.
How was the nap?
It was a very long nap. I would say that's what sucks about it too.
Oh my god, that's so funny. Do you guys remember when she got called out for running a crypto scam and she was like, well, I'm gonna go to bed. I'll see y'all tomorrow. And they're laughing at it.
They're laughing at it.
They're laughing.
They're laughing at it.
They're laughing.
They're laughing at it.
I'm glad you guys think it's funny.
It's not funny.
Too. I had to read that off a phone and like put it in my words, and I was like, anywho, I'm going to bed.
This is mainly for me, and again, why I wanted to come here and talk about this is because millions of people are going to watch this. Everybody's kind of waiting to hear what you say. Everyone's kind of waiting to see how this plays out.
We weren't. We were not. Millions of people are gonna watch this. Everybody's waiting to see what you're gonna say. No, we weren't. Nobody wanted you to come back.
Let the hate flow.
Nobody was waiting for this. Let me ask you this. 70 people in the chat. 70 people in the chat. This might be the hypest live I ever do, and the least amount of people are gonna watch it, and I think that's brilliant. That's beautiful. That's the internet right there. Derapy. How many of you wonderful 70 or 80 people in the chat were sitting around every single day like, when is the Hawk Tua girl gonna come back and explain that whole crypto thing? This absolute
Wing-wong.
FaZe Banks is sitting here like, everybody's wondering what Hawk Tua girl's gonna say. No, we weren't. No, we weren't.
Out. And 99% of these people don't know shit about crypto. Just
And
like
I'm
you.
one of them.
Just like you.
I'm
Exactly.
one of them.
Exactly.
She's really gonna sit here and be like, I didn't know anything about crypto. Then why was your face on the coin? Why were you the face of it if you didn't know anything about it? That's like me trying to sell you stocks. The Derapy guy trying to sell you stocks. And then you all losing your money. And then me pulling up a month later like, I didn't even know anything about it. This is already making me so mad. We're literally 1 minute into it.
And the ongoing joke on CT right now is like, if she just did this 2 days after Trump, she'd be okay.
Exactly.
Which isn't necessarily true because
Why is she saying exactly? She doesn't know what he's talking about. Also, oh, she would have just done this 2 days after Trump. What does this have to do with the election? Oh my God, I'm gonna have a stroke, dude.
of the way it was done. And that's kind of the whole point, right? There's a right and a wrong way to do this. And if you have interest, it's mostly important that your network and the people that you trust to walk into this market are exactly that, people that you can trust. You
I think
shouldn't,
that's where I messed up.
for sure. I can only imagine, fuck crypto. I can only imagine stepping into everything that your life's been the last year and the amount of time that you have been. I've been doing this whole social media content thing at a high level for like 15 years.
I've been doing this social media content thing at a high level. I've been in the game for a decade and a half, Haley. Young Haley Welch, young Padawan, young blonde Nashville Padawan Haley Welch. I've been in the game for a while. I can only imagine what you're going through. I'm a vet in this shit. I'm just glad I could come in to save you, dog. I'm really about to shut up, bro. Shut up.
Officially fucking like unk. And I still don't, have it totally figured out. Someone like you, and my shit was gradual. I like gradually got to where I am today, and you were like fucking parabolic.
I want to start by saying thank you to all my true fans and all the people that actually watch my.
You don't have true fans!
He's so mad.
You don't have true fans!
Why is he so upset?
There's no such thing! First of all, I just want to say thank you to all my true fans, all my day ones, all my people that really love when I said I was gonna spit on that wiener. Thank you to the day ones. It's okay.
My stuff and they keep up with me. We're trying to sort out all the pieces and stuff to like get all this figured out and make everything right. Oh my God, I'm gonna cry.
No, don't cry. Don't cry. Everything's gonna be good. We're gonna be good.
Cry.
And guys, listen, just as a temperature check, I just want to say, the first thing that she said to me off camera was, the minute you DM me, I really wish I just texted you and called you. And that speaks to me because of how I was introduced to crypto, and we'll get into that. But
Nah, she wasn't a server at a restaurant. She was she worked at a spring factory.
Are you
whatever
the
fuck
biggest
that is.
hater?
Yes, I am the
Are you
biggest hater.
actually mad?
Yes, I am actually mad.
Oh, okay.
Yes, this actually annoys me. The only production, the only piece of content that I have beef with, the only creator, if we're even calling her that, I have beef with, is the Hawk Tua girl. Shut this shit down. He opened this up by saying, I know everybody's been waiting to hear what you had to say. No, we weren't, bro. No, we weren't.
I'm also kind of on the back end of things too. Like, their team's been very forthcoming. My team is vetting them the fuck out right now and has been for the last.
Their team has been very forthcoming. My team of crypto dorks has been vetting the fuck out of them. All right, bro. Okay.
Last week, Thread Guy and Frank, they're going to be on this episode. It's such a weird blend and mash of worlds. No,
It rolled out.
don't cry, Haley. It's fine. It's all going to be okay. Life is going to be okay. Oh, Haley, no.
Oh, don't do that. Don't stare at me.
No.
You just
You're
yeah,
adorable.
Just
and
give
it's
us
gonna
a
be
minute.
okay. It's going to be okay.
Well, so basically,
Oh, you're adorable. Oh, don't cry. All you did was scam them. Shout out Gareth Gorgeous. Derek is coming for Kendrick's biggest hater title. You're goddamn right. Yeah. I am. Thank you for the 10. I am hating. Pack her up. Make her go back to work. I'm so tired of people blowing up and getting famous off of nothing and then crying when they get too greedy. Get back to work. Or just pocket the million or two that you made off the backs of tax-paying, hardworking American citizens and just leave us alone.
basically how this idea got brought to me, it was supposed to be like a, what do they call it, a long-term coin. And the guy that ran the account, he was like, oh, we're going to change like the way everybody thinks of crypto. Crypto's going to be a good place. And I feel really bad for all the people that got affected by it. And it just didn't go the way I planned.
All the people that got affected by it? Affected by it? It's not a thunderstorm. It's not a hurricane. Affected by it. You asked people to invest. And they got rugged. They got cooked. I'm sorry for all the people that were affected by it. This isn't like Avengers Battle of New York. Oh, the Hulk was trying to save you all. That's why he threw that car through your apartment building. I'm sorry you were affected by that. The people weren't affected by it. They got scammed.
Planned. And all the money out of this episode is getting donated to all the animals that have been affected by the fires up here.
Let me stop.
And
Money out of this episode is getting got affected by it. And I think crypto's going to be a good place. And I feel really bad for all the people that got affected by it. And it just didn't go the way I planned. And all the money out of this episode is getting donated to all the animals that have been affected by the fires up here.
All the money from this episode. First of all, straight up, yeah, we're gonna monetize this, which is fantastic, beautiful. But the money's not gonna go back to the people that got scammed. We're gonna give it to these dogs. Look, my wife works in an animal shelter. I have 2 cats that are somewhere in this apartment, okay? I love animals. I used to fundraise for the ASPCA. It was my job. Give the money back! What do you mean it's gonna go to the animals affected by the wildfire? Give the money back. I'm gonna crash out. I'm gonna lose it.
and I'll match it. Me, Ricky, I'll match it.
Oh, thank God. FaZe Banks is gonna match it. Oh, what a hero. What a guy.
Whatever. It's really, really important for me to make sure that we address everything and get through all of exactly what happened. I think that it's really, really important at this point to be totally transparent about everything that happened with you and your partners and this launch and in crypto, and what makes this bad and what makes what Iggy Azalea is doing maybe even good, and what makes.
What the f does Iggy Azalea have to do with this? Am I getting trolled? Somebody said Hawk Tua spit on that fire. That's good.
Like the video.
I'm trying to be calm about this.
Are you? Are you actually?
I'm doing a terrible job.
It's Trump, what Trump's doing different, right? I want to get through all that. So I brought two guys that I live with and do this crypto shit at a very high level. I brought Thread Guy, he's the biggest streamer in crypto. And I brought Frank D Gods, who launched a very successful project last cycle, and he trades at a very high level. He's one of the best trencher trader guys. These guys are really, really sharp, and they know this market.
This dude brought crypto streamer dorks. Like, he's promoting other product. He's like, I brought some guys that are really good. They're streamers. Why would you even mention that they're streamers? Just say that they're crypto experts. What is this PR, by the way? The first show back is with FaZe Banks, and we're bringing on crypto streamer dorks to explain how, like, maybe it's not all that bad? I'm about to throw something, bro.
This market inside and out, and most importantly, they have front-facing brands, and their faces are everywhere, and we're all docs, and we all have to move militant, and we're all super, super passionate about conversations like this, because crypto done right is good for everybody, and everything that happens.
No, it's not. Don't invest in crypto. Get a real job.
To you is really, really bad for the market. It's really, really bad for us. Yeah, I hear everything that you're saying, and you're a human being first, and no matter which way this falls, I mean, it might not ever be in a spot where it's totally good. You might have to hear about this for the rest of your life.
Probably.
But let's
Might. You know, she wouldn't have to hear about it for the rest of her life if she just retired from the internet.
let's just be transparent and make it right.
Okay.
Haley, pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you.
Cool. Let's bring in the
Can I have my
nerds.
tissue go? All right, you guys. I only got one sponsor left because there's some real ones and they've stuck with me.
Oh my God! There's an ad! There's a sponsor. Oh my God, there's a sponsor. Oh my God, I'm gonna lose it. Oh my God, what is this? Why? Oh my God, I'm gonna fucking flip. What is going on? Oh, Jesus Christ. Hold on. Ah! God, I can't do this. I can't do this. I can't do this. Hold on. Obviously, we're skipping this fucking ad. Like, what? Why is it so long? Oh my God. Okay. All right. I'm sorry.
Day. Last minute tickets, lowest price, guaranteed. What time is it? Time.
All right, Mrs. Haley. This is Thread Guy, the guy I was telling you about, the streamer guy.
Thread.
They look like they smell. Hold on.
Come on, cuz.
They're gonna help us through this conversation. And you have with us, he's off camera, but do you want to introduce?
I have my lawyer here too.
What's your name?
I have my lawyer here? Why did he let this happen? I have my lawyer here? Would you like to introduce him? Bro, this cannot be real. What? Dude, I am so grateful. I am so blessed to have the job that I have right now. It is 11 o'clock in the morning Central Time. I am stone cold sober and I am crying. Why do they have a lawyer in the room with these crypto nerds with Talk to a merch on, running ticketing ads? FaZe Banks is leading the conversation. Oh my God, I'm crying. This is so stupid. Oh my God.
Christian Barker. Okay, cool. How did this all happen?
So
Explain.
this idea got brought to me like months ago, and I was kind of, I don't want to do that. I don't know anything about it, and I've never heard the space is a good place to be. So I was like, I don't know about it. Which we trusted the guy that come to us. He was a friend of,
What's his name?
I don't know, a friend of a friend, I guess you can put him. That was my biggest mistake.
Yeah,
I
we-
probably should have looked into him.
We heard a little bit about
more.
him. Apparently, he had.
I probably should have looked into him. He's a friend of a friend. Apparently this friend of a friend that you trusted single-handedly obliterated your entire brand, your entire career. Thank you for the $2. How much did a dollar cost? This woman needs jail. They always said she needed to talk to a lawyer. She brought the lawyer to her next podcast. And they're making it worse. They're making it worse. Thank you for the $2. I appreciate you. Micah. Micah's the name of one of my cats.
Had like a pretty strong network in LA and kind of used that as leverage to, you know, give himself a vouch. And I think the guy probably more or less overstated his qualifications in executing something like this. Fair to say?
Yes.
Which is usually the case.
Yeah, that's 99% of the time. What happened after that?
Well, really, everything went good, and then I noticed, like, the day of the launch, he was, like, a little weird about it, like, he was pacing around on the porch, and I don't know, it just makes you suspicious. And then we finished the podcast that day, and then I ended up going in that room over there to get on that live, where I was, like, scripted to say this, that, and the other, but put it in my own words. So I done that, and then that's when you got on, and you were asking him questions, and he couldn't answer them, so I was like, okay, something's wrong, he can't answer a
I just don't understand why they would ever upload this. Why would you even admit to that? Why would you even be like, oh yeah, the guy that was leading the project, the day that it launched, he's out there pacing back and forth. Like he's in a room with mattresses for walls. This is so embarrassing. Like, I know that they deleted this immediately because obviously it's stupid, but you would think FaZe Banks, out of anybody, would know that the internet is forever, dog. Like, and we're gonna go to his Twitter after this and see what he said about this, because obviously he's pissed. I don't think he ever wanted this to come out, which is crazy, because why would you do it in the first place? Why would you get involved with this? It has nothing to do with you.
A simple question. And then CoffeeZilla got on there. Scary guy, let me tell you. Don't ever want to have a conversation with him.
We're a little more.
CoffeeZilla's not scary if you're not a scammer. CoffeeZilla is arguably probably the best YouTuber on the platform. My man loves him some Jesus. He doesn't take sponsorships. He's a real journalist. Why would you be afraid of CoffeeZilla? Why would you be afraid of CoffeeZilla if you didn't do anything wrong? Oh, he came in, he started talking about scamming.
I think Coffee kind of has a little bit of disdain for crypto in general. Us, on the other hand, we live and breathe it every day. We want to see crypto succeed. We do it every single day. But Coffee definitely, like, you know what I mean?
Why do you do crypto stuff every day? I don't understand. Like, how is crypto benefiting society at all, bro? How? Every day we're all waking up, going to work, trying to put food on the table, trying to keep in touch with our loved ones, stay active, stay healthy, have a good time, live, laugh, love, and all that other whack ass. Crypto does not have a place in any of that. FaZe Banks is over here like, I really dedicated my life to this shit. Why? Go outside.
He's definitely asking the right questions. It's the way that he asks them, maybe, is why you guys can't really find a spot to talk or have.
The reason why Haley Welch and CoffeeZilla can't have a conversation is because one of them knows how to speak English and the other one runs the Hawk Tua podcast.
Like any sort of conversation with each other, but we actually did talk to him. We had a conversation with him, and he gave us some broad questions to share and ask you. They're good questions.
Oh, that scares me if they come from him.
Here we go.
Don't worry about it. Don't be scared.
He's such a scary guy.
Coffee is a little scary, but it's okay.
He means well, though.
This whole thing is a little scary. Yeah. At the end of the day, he wants to he just wants to see people move the right way.
Bro, CoffeeZilla is like the. If you told me I had to have one person that I'm subscribed to on YouTube watch my children, it would probably be CoffeeZilla, bro. He is so nice. He's like the most reasonable dude ever. All he wants people to do is stop scamming. This whole I'm so afraid of CoffeeZilla thing is so fucking dumb. If you've watched one CoffeeZilla video, you could pick any out of 30. CoffeeZilla is so chill, bro. He just wants you to stop scamming people. That's it.
Way. And again, that's the difference between you, Iggy, Trump, is they just simply did it the right way. There's a whole set of standards and rules that this market follows, and an etiquette that people, respect. And it's just, that's what it is, right?
Well, so that's how it got brought to me. It was supposed to be done the right way. It was going to be good. Half the money, it was supposed to go into my charity. That's really why I agreed to do it. Just for the simple fact, putting money into that.
I don't believe you.
It was a way to get all my community gathered up together. It was just, I don't know. It was brought to me in like a
It was a way to get all of my community together. Bro, host a meet and greet. Rent out a concert hall. Rent out a conference room at a hotel. Take Hawk Tua on the road. There are a million different ways you can get your community. Start a Discord. I have one. You pay $1 to get in. The barrier to entry is ridiculously low. You get access to me all the time. I wanted to start a community. It was about charity and community. Wing Wong. You're a liar. I don't believe you.
positive way. Like it was gonna be something good and long term, but it didn't go that route at all. So it was like a smack in the face.
100% of the time, the pitch is always going to be positive. It's we're the right guys, we're the ones, etc., etc. Again, I think that's why we're here. Thread, Frank, maybe introduce yourselves and give your.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Frank. Been in crypto for like 4 years. I guess do we just go to the questions first, or?
Yeah, whatever you want.
Yeah.
Like natural.
Well, how much? Like, did they offer you money up front? This is what I think.
Jesus Christ, they don't know what they're doing.
I think the internet always wants to know is like, do they offer you money up front, part of the tokens? Like, how did that work? Like,
so the deal, I can speak to that. So the deal that she did was like a brand image likeness deal where they paid her $125,000 up front. There was
Wow. Chat, did we hear that? Did we see that? They paid her $125,000 up front. Can we just take a time out and like actually really think about what was just said? Because I know that like so much stuff is going on the internet. The chat moves, the video runs, I'm screaming. Do you guys know how much $125,000 is, right? Like, that's so much money. Before she even did anything, she can say that this is about building a community or it's about giving to her charity. But before the project is launched, before anybody invests in anything, they gave this girl 125 bands. $125,000. They gave her that in cash up front. So I don't want to hear all of this, oh, she's not greedy. She didn't do it for the money. I'm sick. I am so sick. I am so physically sick.
They were supposed to pay her $200,000 after the launch of the coin within 30 days. She was
They were gonna give her 300 racks, and she doesn't know anything about crypto. Why? I'm gonna freak out. I'm sorry. I'm gonna fucking lose it. They were gonna give her $300,000. I'm gonna cry. I have been doing this podcast for 4 years. For the first 3 years, I made like $60. They gave her $300,000 to scam her fans. And she's crying. Because people are being mean to her online. Oh, I'm gonna pass out. I'm gonna fucking lose it.
was supposed to have full transparency to tokenomics and everything going on, which they did stay in communication about it, but it just was an ever-evolving game plan, essentially. So back-end participation was to always be mutually agreed, and what they had agreed on in the tokenomics was there was a 10% allocation of the token that would be on a 1-year lock and then a 3-year drip after that. Of that 10%.
Thank you for this $10. I remember he was conflicted. Thank you. I'm gonna need to meditate. I'm gonna need to take a nap after this because I'm actually losing it. They gave her 300 racks. They gave her $125,000 up front, and they were supposed to give her another $200,000 within 30 days of the coin launch. Thank you for the $10. We're probably gonna end up doing this Yay stream later. Thank you. I appreciate it. This is insane. Remember, people forget and people are dumb. Yes, something that my brother and I say to each other all the time is that people forget. And people, The crash out is insane. I'm sorry. I'm I'm trying to be chill. This shit actually makes me so angry. Thank you for this $5 though. I appreciate you, Matthew. It just really, I just feel like it's important, like, because they brought these nerds on to talk about like where the crypto project went wrong and all of this stuff, and I just don't really care about that at all, if I'm being honest, because they were gonna give this girl, thank you, it is a reasonable crash out. It is! You guys know how much $300,000 is? Like, what are we talking about? What has she done to earn this $300,000? I just don't get it. And that just goes to show how much money they planned on making off of her fans. The only way you could justify paying the Hawk Tua girl 300 racks is if you plan on making at least a M. Like, I just can't. I can't imagine.
Half of that was supposed to go to the company that created the project, and half was to go to her. So out of 100% of the tokens, she would have had 5% at the end. Obviously, she has lawyer, manager, business manager, so even that 5% would have been cut down by over a quarter due to.
Oh my God, her 5% of the coin, she would have had to split it with her team. They gave her 300 racks. 300!
The people that she has to pay out on her non-crypto.
So all the structure you just described, what happened to all that?
It's not like it has dissolved. That on launch, 3% of the token was made available for public trading. A lot of this information we found out since the launch. We, as in Haley's internal non-crypto team, but 17% was given to pre-sale investors. 2/3 of which approximately sold the day of launch. So there is 20%.
These people are so out of touch that, like, you guys just saw me kind of lose it over the 125,000 up front and then the 300K. Like, it's, yeah, 300K is house money. Like, and did you notice how she didn't say anything? FaZe Banks didn't say anything. These two dorks on the ends didn't even react to them saying, wow, $300,000, that's a pretty good payday. These people are not sorry. They're not apologetic. They're not empathetic. They don't care. This is PR. Why else would you bring these dorks out here? Why else would her lawyer be here? This isn't content. This is just, I mean, what I'm doing is content. But, like, this is just public relationship. And it's actually really embarrassing that FaZe Banks chose to get involved with this. Like, I don't get it.
Percent in circulation.
And just to be clear about where you kind of jumped into this, you were telling us in the back room that this kind of all was happening even without you really knowing or having view on any of it until post. You know, you're handling the cleanup and trying to protect Haley and trying to do right by Haley now, but you didn't have the opportunity to, like.
That's right.
Yeah. Okay.
I negotiated the contract with the company. We have, like, accounting transparency rules and requirements that I added to the contract. SEC compliance requirements I added into the contract that they would have to do as project manager. And so we continued to inquire all along the process about the tokenomics. It was kind of a.
This shit's boring me. I'm not gonna lie. I honestly haven't really been able to effectively lock back in since I heard that they were giving this girl $300,000 up front for not even doing anything. Like, regardless of the performance of the project of the Hawk Tua coin, they were gonna give her 300 bands regardless. And she didn't do anything. She was just like, that's a lot of money. Wait, 125,000 and then another 200,000? And all I have to do is say, my Hawk meme coin is live. I'm gonna speed this shit up.
Of a shifting narrative and explanation of tokenomics. The most recent tokenomics that were given to us prior to the launch had the pre-sale investors being on a 1 month lock with a 1 year drip after that. That's pretty obvious on chain that didn't happen. But 80% of the supply is still.
I don't give a fuck. Like, are we gonna let this girl talk?
Still in
Side of like projects like these and being % of the fuck safe.
Wants to feel like it's organic, and so these were kind of just like really bad practices for like an organic meme coin.
I think the entire purpose of these dorks being here is just for them to explain where the project went wrong. But like, I don't really care what they think because they're like, it's already cooked. Like, also, I hate the fact that like they'll tell you that this guy's a lawyer. They'll tell you his name and put it on screen, but he won't show his face. Show yourself, coward. Get on cam. Give him a mic. Since he's doing all this yapping.
And so, yeah, I mean, that's honestly like, it's
No, those two things specifically. What was the pre-sale structure exactly?
I'm not.
I don't care. I don't care. I actually don't care about this. I'm not gonna lie. Is this girl ever gonna say anything?
I don't
Half
know
of what's
that
being
is.
talked about right now. That's what I'm saying. Where it's just like crypto already has this bad rap, and it's because of things like this, and it's because the onboarding process is flawed, the barrier to entry is flawed. You probably don't even understand
I
half
don't
of
know
what's
that
being
is.
talked about right now. That's what I'm saying. It's like there's a
Then what is she even doing here? Like, oh my god. Let me tell you all what should have happened. And we might come back to this. We might not, because like I'm gonna crash out. So let me get this straight. Here's the idea. Here's the pitch. All right. So I'm the Hawk Tua girl. I have the Talk Tua podcast. I have the merch. I have the brand. Oh, by the way, quick fit check. Quick fit check.
We can't see you, bud. It's a podcast.
If you know, you know. If you don't, then you know. It's not my fault.
We can't possibly.
Not my fault that you don't know ball.
But we can't
It's
see.
the hash slinging slasher.
Oh, that is a cool shirt.
This girl went from working at a spring factory and doing street interviews on TikTok, talking about hawking up wieners. Okay, she went from that to legitimately, like, actually being famous. Like, they're paying her tens of thousands of dollars for the crash slinging yapper. That's great. They're paying her tens of thousands of dollars for appearances. They're having her show up at shows, concerts, events. They just handed her a podcast studio, built her a set, got her all the fancy, Shure M7B, whatever the fuck they're called, podcast equipment industry standard shit. They gave her everything. Even though, okay, people were only going to her podcast to hate on it and leave silly comments, the episodes were still getting hundreds of thousands of views. Now, I'm going to give you guys a little bit of behind the scenes. It's not that much, okay? I just recently started doing YouTube full time in the past like 2 months. And I put out a video almost every day. They get anywhere between 5,000 views and 25,000 views. And that has been enough to sustain me. Pay the car, pay the apartment, pay the Wi-Fi, the phone, you know. And I'm getting 5, 10, 20, 30, 40,000 views per video. Now, I can only imagine what this Hawk Tua girl with content that is way longer than mine, that is getting 10 times, 100 times more views. She has sponsorships, she has merch, she has brand deals, she's getting paid for appearances in between the podcast episodes. She has so much money. And then she lets some random crypto wingwalls just pull up on her and be like, would you like $300,000? And she's like, what's it for? And they're like, you just need to be the face of the Hawk Tua meme coin. And she's like, oh, Hawk Tua? Oh, I remember that. That's the thing I said in the video. And now we're supposed to feel bad because it didn't work out the way that I thought it would. And this, what we just watched for like the past 25, 30, 40 minutes was basically her sitting down with FaZe Banks, okay? Former Clout Gang member FaZe Banks, okay? The guy that was beefing with the everyday bro kid over Alyssa Violin or whatever. He is coming in to Captain Save a Hawk Tua. And I'm disgusted. I think it's insulting to the intelligence of anybody that has any familiarity with YouTube and crypto and rug pools, and it's just very blatantly obvious that this was done out of greed for money. And this girl has the gall to get on here with these dorks and FaZe Banks and be like, yeah, I don't know anything about crypto. I just wanted to build a community. I don't believe you. Just say, I was in over my head. The fame gassed me up. I wanted more money. It seemed like a good opportunity. I trusted the wrong people. It didn't work. I'm gonna give the money back. Don't bring in FaZe Banks. Don't bring in these random nerds. Just give the money back as much as you can. As long as it's not going to completely bankrupt you. Say, hey, if you can prove that you invested in Hawk Tua, the meme coin, or whatever the fuck, we are going to try and get you the money back. That's all that matters. That's what I would do. I mean, look, as much as I want the whole content creation, Derapy LLC, Derapy Studios thing to take off and be the reason why I can just be financially free, okay? I have no desire to actually be rich. I just want to pay off my student loans. I just want to yap for a living, okay? But if somebody offered me 300 bands for the sake of all of my dignity, to sacrifice everything I've built, I wouldn't do it. $300,000 is a ton of money. It's life-changing money. But to have everybody call me a scammer and then to have me have to sit down with FaZe Banks and two dorks to basically just say, I didn't know what I was doing, but I am. All the money from this episode I'm gonna give to the dog. Shut the fuck up. Sorry. I'm fine. Hey, it's Derek from the future. Hope you all enjoyed that episode. This is why it's important to tap into the live shows whenever I go live, where you can always watch them back on YouTube. Some of them are public. Some of them are now members only. If you want to watch that full episode, consider becoming a member. It's like $1. As you can see, as you could hear, I am still very much opposed to the Hawk Tua girl having an online presence. I take her existence online personally. I think that scamming your fans is crazy. I think trying to come back and drop this episode and then delete it immediately, where you and FaZe Banks and two other random dorks and your lawyer are trying to explain away this grave injustice, is just like, dude, let's be serious. You were never really passionate about this thing to begin with. You decided to do a podcast because you thought it would be easy to do what I do, okay? I went to school to yap, all right? I've been working on this podcast for years and years and years. All right, there are enough podcasts. Look, if you want to start a podcast, if you want to start an internet career, it's never too late to get started. But what I will say is that do not go out here and try to sell out immediately over crypto nonsense. But yeah, as you can tell, I'm clearly not bothered by it anymore. It just felt like it was appropriate to put this out because I think she just recently announced that the Talk to a podcast is about to come back. So once again, my rival returns and the war continues. If you made it this far,
Like the video.
and consider becoming a member for $1. Check out the Patreon. Follow me on Twitch at Derapy Pod. That's all I got for y'all today. Love you, mean it. Enjoy the outro.
Crack in my windshield, I'm pissed off. If you a hater, get lost.
Get lost.
Yeah, it's my show and I'm in charge. Don't eat lemon pepper wings, but I'm the big boss. Please cut me slack, man, need a discount. About to jump off the roof, that's a dismount. I'm just playing.
I'm okay.
Okay, but like, are you though?
Sorry for the pause, that's awkward. Start a podcast cause I knew I was a talker. Yeah, my girl love me, but she's sick of my voice. And you know I'm pro-choice, so she do what she want. Why they hate when I get political? I'm a deep thinker, that's critical. Way too serious for a dude not getting paid. Man, I really need a shave. You know what sucks? Most of season 2 of Dave. Taking shots, but I skip out on the bar. Every single show, I swear I wanna raise the bar. Hope you listen close so you never miss the bar. Say the same thing, but I'm still going.